Gonna crack a can of worms open here, guys. I may have already cracked it open live, hence why it ended. If you get what I'm saying. Alright guys, what's going on? No, this is Jester here. I'm going to show you some footage from a live stream today and from a mate's stream that's a little bit sus, that involves possible paid views on YouTube. I'll come back to you in a few minutes and we'll discuss potential tinfoil hat theories. Back to the Monday. Whoa. Did we just get raided? Where'd you all come from? No, a glitch. That was a glitch. The number was up drastically and then... Was it? Am I saying things? So the short track. Which one? One of the top... I haven't done this. All clear.
One of the new rank races, right? JK4, Sebring. Half the circuit.
Rosamund Pike, who's the chick who was in Gone Girl. Some of the executive producers alone. So I was like, yeah, they've definitely got a big cast, like a big group of people putting the show together.
If we get out in time, we should get out in time, right? If for ages, right? Like honestly. Unless someone's playing, like honestly, I've been getting to me. I see people who stream for half the time and have half as many watching and they got twice as many likes. It just seems to be the way it is. We're used to this with raids. Like, we've had much larger numbers than this with raids.
Oh, no, it won't. It's just under 19 days, yeah. It's 3 weeks, got MX5s. He's practicing MX. No. Get him up. Providing the lols. Sorry, the bean's a hell of a drug.
2010, something. Get knocked down.
LJ. Currently streaming to...
We're at the foil!
229 people. Guys? LJ, watching right now. Oop. And we're both getting... So look, there you go. 216 watching right now. Wasn't even like this on launch day, bro. What's he up to? He's just gone over 300. We're over 300. Redirects. Raids, same thing, but we know when we've got a raid. We know. This hasn't been a raid. Hasn't been a raid at all. It's from the start. I was like, whoa, what happened? Even that first time it jumped to 40, I was like, whoa, what's going on? Something's up, bro. My audience is built all day, so's his. But like from the moment I got on, probably within not even half hour into the stream, I had 100 people. Then when I didn't go, I seen him start his stream, I jumped on. About half hour later, I checked back in, he was doing the races, it wasn't that many, and then like I got on, I started it, like I just got boosted, and then I went back to him to say, hey, I've just DC'd from 2 races in a row, and fucking... Yeah.
Oh, so they're DQ'd.
1240, 1245, I think I started. Right here, 0 people. Right, and then 20 minutes later, 15 minutes later, goes from 11, bang, 28, 60, 92, 104, 119, and then it just sits for a bit, right? So it's like it's been boosted for about 100, right? Over, I mean, it goes 155 at one point. There's no way 55 of my own people were watching. But maybe people checking out new dailies, I don't know. But so yeah, 155, is the peak for now. And then it just flows. And then boom. It's like it goes, so it's almost like if they're in hundreds, 183, 235, 330, and it actually peaks there, 389 it peaks at. And that's over an hour later. Over an hour later. Well over an hour later. No, sorry, half hour later, yeah. Looking at one, yeah, and I'd kicked off at about 12:45. There's 1:30, that's the peak of it. So I haven't even been live an hour. And then it goes and goes. And it's probably about here when it's hovering around 280. Actually, no, it was at 300 again. It was about here somewhere where I went and checked LJ's because I had 2 disconnects in a row. Right? So that's what, a 30-minute window. So literally, I had 2 disconnects in a row. So there was my peak. And then after the second, I'm at about 300, and I go check out LJ. We've seen his numbers before. And then mine's sitting at about the same, and he was suspiciously about exactly the same too. But about 10, 20 likes, only about 5 people actually commenting. And it's around then that I say it in his chat. Something's up here. Something is very up. And then it kind of goes back down for a little while. Over the next half hour, and then it peaks again at 304, and then it drops off the face of the earth at the 2.5 or 2 hour 40 minute, no, sorry, not 2 hour 40 minute mark, at 2:40 p.m. and I went live at 12:40 p.m. So it almost seems like it was a half hour, sorry, 1.5, 2 hour paid for viewer spike by some unknown unanimous donator. That's what we'll call it for now. Alright guys, there you have it. So that's the numbers. The analytics usually don't lie. I'm not saying what I'm saying, but I'm saying what I'm saying. I certainly haven't done it. I don't even have a phone right now. I literally can't even purchase things online, check my own PayPal. I don't have a phone at the moment, and I've never looked into how you would even go about paying for these views, but I know it's a thing. I've seen other people being accused of it. I've seen other YouTubers have great knowledge about it, and I've also seen, other YouTube long piece videos basically about people that have been exposed for it, stuff like that. So I'm not saying that at all. I certainly wouldn't do it. I've built my audience naturally, and it's been a bloody hard slog, and I know that. What I am suggesting is that maybe tinfoil hat, guys, tinfoil hat, maybe development, someone within development, someone higher up, or etc. Maybe they looked into the only live people that were playing the game, because I looked into that too. There was 3 people playing the game, LJ and myself, and another Japanese fellow who had 300 subs and only 3 people watching. So something was sus there. LJ and I were the only 2 guys in the world literally streaming the game at the time. Only earlier was EJR Racing streaming it. He has 25,000 subs, and he had barely 50, 60 people watching. So something was up. I have streamed this game very vigorously, non-stop, almost every day since it came out. I've beaten the drum. I've been accused of being a shill. I wasn't involved in the driver program, but I have very much vouched for this game. Knowing all the ills, I have, as you guys would have seen, released many videos on frustrations and needs and wants and requests for the game for simple fixes and bugs. I have been very generous to the game with my time, and I've also been incredibly frustrated with it visibly, both in my live streams and to the point of, doing an edited kind of hit piece on the game. So I have certainly not been the guy that is the person to promote this game. And even in the case of LJ, I wouldn't think he is, because he's not on it enough. Now, speaking of LJ, He has just sent me his analytics, a screenshot of his analytics from his stream that I also, used as an example of something was going on here. His screenshot is almost identical. You could lay his over the top of mine, over the top of my worm, and they are almost one for one the same, except that the line in front and after his worm is a little bit longer than mine because he was streaming for about 20 minutes before I was. But he gave me the exact time that his views kicked off, and it was 1 p.m, just after 1 p.m. The exact time that they dropped off was just after 2:30. Looking at my analytics, it was exactly the same. Exactly the same. The worm, the time that it went in, the time that it went up, the spikes that it had 3 spikes, as you see in the video. Something is up here, guys. Tinfoil hat. Like, something is up. I don't want to accuse the team of doing such things, and I would hate, this is why I'm making this, I would hate to be the vessel for such things being done. We have naturally built up my audience. I've gained over 300 subs since this game come out. I have nearly 2.4 subs total. Sorry, I have to take a moment here. I'm getting angry thinking about this, that if this is a possibility, if people behind the game are using my channel to promote their game, it is both a good and a bad thing, because it is good for me, but at the same time could lead to accusations that come my way that are absolutely untrue or unfounded. It could lead to a lot of fake goodwill for the game, which is something that I certainly don't do. I'm one of the realest people on YouTube. I really try to conduct myself both in live stream and in my edits as a very real person in the way I go about these things and my approach, and the difference between a live stream version of me and an edited version of me in terms of the video content, the uploads. So I don't think I'm that guy. LJ might be that guy, but again, as I said, I don't think he's even on the game enough, and that's not a dig, that's just a general, I'm on it every day. Myself, Boris and Metz are probably the 3 guys alone in the world that are on it every single day. So if me, I don't know why me. I don't think that's the case. If so, then other nefarious means or people or whatever, I don't know. Tinfoil hat, guys, this is genuinely not normal. There were no raids, there was no redirects, I didn't have anything that popped up at any time saying that anybody had sent me their audience, or anybody that was coming in wasn't saying they came from any shout out or anything like that. So bottom line is, something weird happened here today on YouTube, both for myself and LJ. And I don't know what to think of it, so I'd really love to hear your guys' thoughts on all this. And remember, tinfoil hat, like I've seen some stuff out there. I know what people are capable of. I know what companies are capable of. This is something bigger, much, much bigger than just our little channels. So please get back at me. Hit the like, hit the sub, please. Let me know what you think, because this one has kind of blown my mind a fair bit, guys. So please get back to me and let me know what you think.